Good morning. You have 1,000 gap up point on the NQ. It's pulling back right now. Staying patient. ES is at VWAP. Few 30 minutes coming into VWAP. Up 3% on the day. Previous day close was at 20,136. Right now gapped up about 600 points. Just giving it a little minute. Trump speaking to RFK Jr. He's doing a press conference right now. Staying patient. News is super bullish. Trump paused tariffs for 90 days with China. Why the market gapped up around 1,000 points. On Friday, Nvidia chip regulation got lifted, so market is definitely on the uptrend right now, but seeing if it wants to pull back a little more before entering long. So far, ES is holding VWAP. Has not broken it. Q's right at VWAP. See if we get a bounce. Four minutes until the 15-minute range is formed. Looking weak. Yes, is breaking through VWAP. NQ is up 3% on the day. ES 2.5% on the day. Nvidia 3.5%. Tesla almost 5%. Amazon almost 7%. Facebook's up almost 5%. Definitely an uptrend. Yes, testing VWAP again. Staying patient. Pull back around 250 points from the pre-market high at around 21,000. Still gapped up 600 points. Getting rejected off the VWAP again. Player wants to come another leg down. Williams R 120 day on the ES 1 minute. Super oversold. Normal RSI oversold. The NQ 30 minute coming back into neutral territory, still low overbought. Normal RSI is basically neutral. We have really good news though, so it may just start pumping. Yes, overtook the VWAP, looking bullish. Trump is speaking right now to RFK Jr. doing a press conference on something. They actually haven't started speaking yet. I'm waiting for the market to decide which direction it wants to go. Thinking it wants to get another leg down or two and then start the uptrend. Very bullish news, but it's still gapped up quite a bit. It's such good news though that it might just keep pumping. We don't really have any news today. These really don't matter. We have Feds talking. Trump is speaking soon. Live, but he's not at the podium yet. Once ES retakes VWAP, or if it gaps down a lot, then I'll take a trade long. Till then, just staying patient. Liking it. Want to start long. This is a take profit or 50k account. I have some apexes. This is the first. I'm gonna take it off up to 300. Take it off once it reaches above the high. A little more. Close, up 400. Hesitating. I'm gonna take it.
Order filled.
Up 364. And one take profit. Should have waited till it breached that high. I knew it was going to. Might even go to the 21 EMA. See if we get we already created a new high. See if we create a higher low. Or if it just rallies, goes all the way to this 200-day SMA. Coming close to the 21 EMA. That's this green line. I really think they want to do some manipulation before they send it. They might just chop around here for, I mean, they could chop around here for the next 30 minutes. Just keep crushing the longs and shorts. And then finally send it up 1,000 points. We are still gapped up around 700 points. Down around 200 from the pre-market high. ES and NQ are finally above the VWAP. ES is pumping. I really don't like the idea of a short, especially on this good of news. Probably just going to be joining longs today on overextensions on the downside. We'll see though. I mean, if it shoots up 600 points, 200 points, I may throw an account at it. We'll see. Thank you, tapping the 21 EMA. This would not be a bad area, and I'm eyeing it for a short, but the news is so good. The 90-day pause on China with tariffs. It's so good, I don't even want to mess with short. May though. See. Thank you, getting rejected off the 21 EMA so far. Looks like we're pulling back. Let's see if it can bounce off the VWAP, create a higher low, then we'll be joining long. Maybe with a stop loss, I don't know. Maybe put a stop. We'll see. Bitcoin turning green. Bitcoin's at 104,000. All those people, when it reached 69,000 or 78, all those people were like, Bitcoin's done, Bitcoin's over. Hilarious. NQ up 3.2% on the day, ES up 2.6%, Nvidia up 4%, Tesla up 5.5%, Google up 3%, Amazon up 7.2%, Meta, aka Facebook, 5.2% on the day, Apple's up around 5%. The VIX is down, which is interesting. Volatility index. Yes, I have VWAP. Let's see if we get a bounce, create a higher high, higher low. Looking for a higher high around the 200-day SMA. Like we may get that bounce off VWAP, creating a higher low. I really want to start a long here. Trump is speaking at a press conference right now. RFK Jr. Hey Evan. Hello Evan. Are you trading? Are you making money? You just watching? Guess is consolidating at the VWAP. Trading NQ futures. Just a more volatile version. I'm liking the idea of a long. Bouncing, at least consolidating around this VWAP. But it's going to create a higher low. Waiting for the trade. I could start a long here, but I want to see if it holds above this VWAP. Trump is speaking, if not already soon, in a press conference with RFK Jr. Up 364 on the day on one account. Looking for more. Starting along. Up 120. I'm gonna sell at the 21 EMA bounce. May hold, may trail it. Up 200. If it doesn't come here, it may not hold this higher low. Down 50, down 100, down 200. Trump is speaking. He's talking about China. Trump said agreement doesn't cover tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, or pharmaceuticals. Up 50. Bouncing around. China agreement doesn't include pharma. I spoke to Tim Cook this morning. He will build a lot in the US.
Order filled.
Adding one more. I will speak to China's President Xi at the end of the week. China has agreed to stop fentanyl. That's big. Up 200. Up 300. China will be rewarded on tariffs for fentanyl action. Market does not know what to do right now. China in consolidation. I usually don't like to trade when it's in consolidation like this. Up 200. Taking one at 4. And on. Hockey's not working for some reason.
Order filled.
Book one.
Order filled.
Book another. It's hesitating a little too much. It's probably going to touch the 21 EMA, but I'll just take that. Up 700 on the day so far with one account. I'll rotate. Rotating to the second account. It's still bullish. Still very bullish with the Nvidia chip regulation being lifted. This 90-day pause on tariffs. Still very bullish. I have a feeling they want to do some manipulation. Pulling back, bounce right off that 21 EMA. I misplayed that last trade a little bit, even though it was profitable. What, like 400 bucks? Should have added a little more size and trailed. Add one or two to trail. It's fine though, still green. Still up 700 on the day. Getting stuck below that 21 EMA. Testing it again. Trump is still speaking at a press conference with RFK Jr. This is something to look at. The smart money / dumb money, or institutional versus retail. Dumb money is buying. The smart money is selling. At the dip here, the Trump tariff lows, the smart money institutional already bought up, and the smart money's panic sold everything. So it's something to look at. There's fear when there's uncertainty. That's when the smart people are buying. Just like Bitcoin when it was down to 68,000 or 78,000. Everyone was like, Bitcoin's done, Bitcoin's over, I'm selling everything, blah blah blah. Now it's at 104,000. you would have 50% for money. So you put in 100,000, you would now have 150. Close to it. Giving you round numbers. You'd have a little less. You'd have like 142 or something like that. NQ's getting stuck below the 21 EMA, pulling back. It's looking bearish. If it does not go higher, it just created a lower high. If it breaks this consolidation territory, and stops here, that's a lower high. Probably going to see low of day. We are still gapped up on the NQ due to this 90-day pause on the tariffs, around 600 points. So come a lot lower. It can also go a lot higher. This is very good news. Staying patient. Took 2 trades on the day so far. NQ is above that 21 EMA. ATR is at 30. Trump is still speaking at a press conference with RFK Jr. He said Middle East trip will be historic. I will no longer tolerate profiteering from big pharma. That is massive, especially if he bans TV ads for pharma like other countries do in Eastern Europe. That's pretty big. He signs executive order on drug prices. The EU was the most difficult on drug subsidiaries. We will slash the cost of prescription drug prices. Could come down from 59 to 80 to 90%. Drug prices come down by as much as 90 2%. China Commerce Ministry, we held a meeting with foreign trade companies on Monday. A lot of people speaking right now. Trump said the EU is nastier than China. The EU will come down a lot. The EU will have to pay more for healthcare. I think the market's waiting until everyone's done speaking. Once Trump is done, may rally. They might do a manipulation pullback and then rally. Still gapped up 600 points though, so doesn't have to. It could stay flat on the day and just consolidate, and that'd be it. Market's still up. NQ 3.4% on the day. The actual NQ, not the futures, is up 3.2. The S&P 500's up almost 3%. Dow's up 2.5. Nvidia 4. Tesla up 6.2%. Google up 3. Amazon up 7.7%. The ES is pumping. ES about to create a new high for the day. I guess technically this would be the high. High in this consolidation. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. It's testing the 100-day MA. Blue line, this is the 200-day SMA. See if it can gun for the pre-market highs. The ES, the NQ pre-market highs are basically at 21,000. So, long way to go. 150 points. Not really that long, actually. Especially with this 90-day tariff pause. Market is currently gapped up from Friday's close, 710 points. Purple line is Friday's close. Gapped up 710 points so far. ES created a higher high. NQ did not. Just staying patient. Really should have been long. I was long here. Got out. I was long here and got out. Should have entered another long here. Honestly, it was in consolidation. Consolidation. In the consolidation zone. Even right now, I'm not loving it. It may just slowly grind up, which is looking likely. Waiting to see what it wants to do. It's pretty bullish, considering we only sold off from the NQ highs around 250 points. That's pretty bullish. Especially after a 1,000-point gap up from Friday's close. Definitely an uptrend. Waiting to see if there's a little more pullback. I doubt it. Probably just a slow grind up for the rest of the day until 11:30, 12:30. And it might do a slow grind down, maybe rapid drop. Also depends if Trump speaks. Trump makes one tweet and the market's 200 points either way real fast. China could say something. There's like 5 other trade deals in the works, so one of them make an announcement. So far bullish though. This daily chart on the NQ is all green. A little pullback here, all green. Coming up to this key level fib. This is from the Trump tariff talk. Started talking about tariffs. That's the high of this fib. To the bottom, this 786 fib. It's coming close. Look at this gap on the NQ 30-minute. Technically though, it's gapped up 610 points. That's to close the gap. Staying patient, waiting for the trade, waiting for the setup. Really looking to only join longs today. If it gets too overextended on the top side, maybe hits that 786 fib, I'll be joining a short. But besides that, I'm looking for little drops, kind of like this, a little more, and then I'll be getting it long. Could play along off this VWAP bounce. Trump threatening targeting cars if drug prices won't go down. We will secure most favored nation drug prices. We will cut out middlemen in drug sales. Fear and greed index on the stock market is at 67. Crypto's at 70. We're getting into greed. Still a lot of news, so the market's going to fluctuate a lot in these coming weeks and months, probably throughout all of Trump's term, to be honest. But we're probably going to hit an all-time high in the stock market soon, just because this news is just so good. You get a couple more countries, good trade deals, couple more stocks like Tesla having big announcements, like their robots. I think their robot announcement is in September or something. I'm liking a long. Liking the idea of a long. Trump said we will add on to tariffs if nations don't abide by drug policy. Trump said we will do whatever we have to with trade. Glad I stayed out of long. Looks like it wants to pull back more. There's just too many people talking, too much uncertainty right now, too much news. Everyone's just sitting back, waiting for Trump to be done talking, waiting for the Chinese, who was he? Some minister, commerce minister to stop talking. Q is back in the consolidation zone, trying to get out. Market trying to do low of the days, about to break it. Lower low, higher high, lower low, higher low, and lower high on the NQ. On the ES it was a higher high. This looks like it's going to be a lower low, which is a little bearish. DYOR still gapped up 600 points from the 90-day pulse tariff news, so NQ has support at 20,680, has pretty major support 20,550s. Bitcoin's red 1.1% on the day. Everything's having a pullback a little bit. Still gapped up a lot. This is why I was worried about the longs earlier. 10:30 p.m. Volatility has been dropping around 11:30. Don't know if it's gonna do that today though. Williams R 120 day is oversold. Normal RSI is getting into oversold territory. On the NQ 30 minute, the Williams R 120 day is low overextended, low overbought. Getting back into normal range though. ES is dipping hard. Where's that support? Probably start a long. I like a long here around 20,550. Don't mind it where it's at right now. Currently down 300 points from pre-market high, down 160 points, down 160 points from this lower high, getting a little bit of a bounce. Draw a trend line real quick. Really doesn't line up with anything. See if it ranges. This bottom one's not really accurate. Be like something like that. Yes, it's bouncing. NQ is bouncing. Long was definitely the play. So it wants to come lower. VIX is coming up a little bit. Up $700 so far. Just waiting for the correct setup. The next trade. Staying patient. That's most of trading. Just stay patient. Don't get FOMO. Don't get tricked into anything. There's a lot of manipulation on the NQ futures. Blanking along though. Yes, is bouncing. I'm gonna go for a long. Just one. That could have been the spike up to drop it lower. It might have been manipulation. I'm not sure. Looks like it. Add one more. It just got manipulated into that. We'll see. Yes, is bouncing a little bit. Up 100. It's coming down. Really volatile right now. Kinda good. $100 swings. Waiting for a little pop. Waiting for a little pop. And it's tanking. Yes, looks like it wants to come down. Consolidating right now, but it's kind of bearish. Holding my conviction, not getting fear out of seeing any loss. This is a new account. It's not touching. I think I switched. Yeah, so I locked in 700 with the other one. Worst case, take a loss or lose this account. It's not the end of the world. Looks like it's pumping. It printed it high, shot it low. I'm liking this a lot more now. Once we get to these lows right here, I'm gonna take one off. A little more. I'm gonna take one off there. I lied. Up $400 with one. Up 500. Put a stop. Put stop, break even. Up 500 so far. I'm gonna take it.
Order filled.
It's at the lows. It's at the lows here. I took it for 600. Which is that one? Profited 568. 2 NQ minis. Not bad. 20-30 points. Not bad. Really, let me get rid of that stop limit. Really could have held to this 21 EMA touch. That's where it's gonna go. Most likely. I'm not a mind reader, but as you can see, it's pushing up, and it looks like once ES is coming into the VWAP, NQ is coming into the 21 EMA. Good day so far. Good day. Could switch accounts. What is that? 18 days. I'm to the third account now. I switched accounts. I'm gonna leave them alone unless there's a high chance setup, an A+ setup that I like. But I doubt we're gonna get that today. I don't think so. It would need to swing 200 points up, 200 points down, maybe even more. If it goes up, it breaches the high market right here. If it breaches that, it touches the fib, I may put in one of these that I profited, just so I can push it to the 4,500 limit. May let it go longer for the clip, and then lose money, bring it down to the 4,500. The consistency rule. NQ's breaking over the 21 EMA. ES is above the VWAP. Could have hold and trailed. That was definitely the move. NQ coming into that trend line right now. Stay impatient. Big news today. 90-day tariff pause. Trump on China. Trump paused the tariffs on China for 90 days, besides cars, aluminum, and pharmaceuticals. One more thing, I forget it. But market gapped up 1,000 points because of that. Now we're just being patient, waiting for the correct trade setups. Just took 3 trades on the day. Up around 1,400 or 1,200, excuse me, 1,200 to take profit accounts. Looking for more. Could start a short for this trendline rejection. This coincides with the chop zone. Chop zone, it's kind of in it right now. It breaks this trend line without just a wick up, if it's an actual candle break, then it's pretty bullish. So far, higher high, higher low, lower high, slightly, then lower low. See what this wants to do. Technically, even if it stopped right here, it could still be a higher high and then create a higher, well, no, lower high, then create a higher low, then higher high. Just looking for the patterns. Lot to think about. Just hit a button, they said. Yes, above the VWAP. NQ above the VWAP. This is a pretty good bounce on the NQ 30 minute. Everything's doing pretty well. The only red stocks are Netflix, MicroStrategy, Palantir. On my chart, the VIX is minus 12%, which is interesting actually, because Friday was not that volatile, so you'd think it would be a lot higher with this news. NQ broke out of the trend line. Q broke out of the trend line, just waiting to see if it rejects it and pulls back into it, or if it stays above. Not really looking to join along here. It's risen, what is that, 120 points without even a little pullback. It could just grind up, just waiting. No reason to risk it. This would be like a E setup, F setup, F minus setup right here. Short here would be a D setup, especially with the news. It's just such high risk. Then again, I'm not sure if Trump's talking or not. Still talking. We have news. The US said to welcome EU idea to cooperate on economic security. The cooperation on mutual investments and economic security challenges while continuing to provide low transparency on the possible outcomes of trade negotiations between the two sides, according to the People. EU and US negotiators kickstarted discussions last week with the bloc, submitting a menu of options that could form the bias of formal trade talks. The options include investments in such areas as liquefied natural gas, artificial intelligence, as well as working together in strategic sectors like steel, cars, chips, aviation, pharmaceuticals, and critical raw material. That last one's a little interesting. I saw AI, right? Yeah, artificial intelligence. That's pretty nice. I don't know if I want the EU. I mean, they are our oldest ally. That's what Trump said, and not far off. They're one of our oldest ally, if not the oldest. So, I have not studied that though. But I know. Thinking back to the world wars. France fought us from the north. It is now Canada. Should grok it. China tariffs will go up without a deal. China tariffs won't go back up all the way to 145% 5%. NQ still tapping that trend line. Trump said tax bill seeks deduction on auto loans if car made in US. No nuclear blackmail will be tolerated by India. India and Pakistan. Okay, that's good. India PM Modi. We have only paused our military action against Pakistan. At least they paused it. Good. That war is crazy. Liking along this. If it holds above this trend line and 21 EMA, which is testing right now, this long is looking really good. Staying patient, waiting for the next trade. Just waiting. Trump, I believe Russia will agree to a 30-day ceasefire. A lot of bullish news today. Really liking along. It's overextended. 600 points from Friday's close. It's gapped up right now. 600 points from this low. This low, it's up around 190. 120, excuse me, points from this low. Liking the long though. Want to take it. I want to take it. Support here at this low, and their support at 20,555. Yes, looks like it's pulling back. NQ 30 minutes looking more bullish. NQ 5-minute is testing the 21 EMA on the 5-minute. We're above it in the 2-minute. Really liking along. Really liking it. I just feel like they're going to manipulate it. I think I'm wrong though, which is interesting. They could V-shape recovery it all the way to the pre-market highs. Kind of in consolidation territory though. Consolidation. Just waiting for the setup. Minutes to 11:30 to 12:30 is when volume's been dying. Hopefully everyone watching is profitable, or at least learning a lot of lessons. Yes, is pulling back. Trump is done speaking. Last thing he said was, I think China will follow through on non-monetary barriers. Honestly, pretty big win. He got President Xi, I guess, to implement the death penalty for people trafficking and smuggling fentanyl in China. That's pretty big. Not no small feat. Wonder what we had to give for that though. Always a give and take. Thank you. Just consolidating around the 21 EMA. US issues fresh Iran related sanctions. Q dipping down. We really don't have any more news today unless Trump or the White House is speaking, or any of the countries are releasing press statements about the deals, which could come at any time. Just being patient. NQ still gapped up from Friday's close around 600 points. Up 1200 so far. Trading pretty good, just staying patient, not over trading, not FOMOing. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. So you may FOMO, oh, I should have got in long here. I should have got in long here, like I said earlier. But you still wait, you still be patient, you still let the play you missed out on move, and you don't FOMO into it. Get the next one. This could be a long opportunity off this trendline bounce. See if it consolidates here, and on the second candle breaks over this 21 EMA. Over this 21 EMA and trendline, it's pretty bullish. It would have created a lower high, higher low to a higher high. That's what we would be looking for, a higher high. Maybe even break this consolidation high. Go all the way to the pre-market high at 21,000. Could drop off here like a cliff. Could just jump off a cliff here. We are still gapped up around 600 points from Friday's close, so. Staying patient, waiting. Hardest part about trading is not being in trade and waiting. Waiting for the right opportunity. What most traders cannot do. That was not a clean break of the trend line in 21 EMA, waiting for the next candle. Liking the bull case, may take it. I think I'm gonna take it. ES has already pumped a little bit though off that VWAP. Not in love with it. Also back in the consolidation zone. $11 Volatility has died off a lot. This volatility, the volume, slowly dwindled away. ES is pumping. And Q is kind of just in chop. Top territory. Bitcoin down 1.5% so far. The Nasdaq is up 3.2%. The S&P 500's up 2.7. Dow's up 2.5. Nvidia's up 4%. Tesla up 7%. Google's up 3%. Amazon's up 8%. Microsoft 1.2, Meta 6.8. ES either a slow grind up or pulling back. NQ 30 minutes looking a little weak, especially if it goes below the VWAP. Just waiting. Nothing I love, nothing I want to take. Looks like it's dropping. Not good. That is not good. Bull case. Higher high on this run. Lower high. Higher low. Lower high. Let's see if we create a lower low. Could be. I think this is legit. ES is back down in the VWAP, but it could be a manipulation leg down to rip it up. NQ 30 minute is looking really bearish. Starting to turn around though. Might have got news. Everything is looking a little more bullish. No one was hurt. Someone firebombed the UK Prime Minister Starmer's house. UK police investigating fire at UK PM Starmer's house in North London in early hours of Monday. No one was hurt in the fire. Door to property was damaged. Short term, the Fed, Kugler's talking. Short term inflation expectations matter and affect wage demands. Slow day so far after them 3 trades. If you're watching, like, subscribe, follow, push me in the algorithms. Hopefully we can get a little more volatility in the markets and I'll start ripping trades. Took a trade here, took a trade here, took a trade here. Now just waiting. Seeing consolidation. This is the hardest part of trading. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. No FOMO. Wait for your trade setup. Hold your conviction. Stick to the strategy. And know what you're risking. If you have a personal account with $10,000, you obviously don't want to be, you want to be a little more conservative. Don't want to risk that much. But the more you risk, the more reward. With anything in life. Waiting for low volatility to spike in the market. Liking the long. It's consolidating around the 21 EMA. It hasn't dropped. The 600 point gap up. It was up 1,000 points in pre-market from Friday's close. I'm liking the long. Hard to take though with the gapped up 600 points. The news is very bullish. 90-day pause on tariffs. Trump released it on China, excluding cars, steel, pharmaceuticals. Very positive news on Friday. Nvidia chip regulation got lifted, so market should be soaring to all-time highs in the next coming weeks, especially with the five or four extra country trade agreement announcements coming in the next couple weeks. So it's pretty bullish. Really liking a long, but it's in consolidation, in that consolidation zone. Really want to take it. I'm taking it. As soon as I did, it pulled back, but I'm liking it. NQ 30 minutes still above that VWAP. Could have been a fake to drop down. Up 60. Break even. Consolidating. I hate trading in consolidation zones, but could pop, could drop. May lose his account. I'm still safe in the other two that profited. We'll see. Nvidia, ES is slowly grinding down, so this could have been a bait. See if it gets rejected off the 21 EMA or not. Looking for a pump. I think I got debated. ES is coming back down to VWAP. NQ 5 minute is looking all right. Up 60, up 80, up 100. Waiting for more. Up 150. 170, 200. Waiting for more of a pop. That could have been a pop-up to send it lower. 100. There it is. 10 points, 200. I'm gonna take it. $139. Could have held longer. I really hate trading consolidation though. I have an excuse for like everything, but which this isn't an excuse. It's probably going to pump higher, especially with that volatility spike. Could have trailed a stop. Yeah, it's pumping. NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. NQ 5 minutes tapping out of that consolidation. Should have held. Should have just put stop break even, to be honest. Maybe not. It's in consolidate. Yeah, never mind. Even if it pumped there, which it looks like it's going to. Trading in consolidation is just trash. Straight trash. Got my little pop up, got out with 140. What more can you ask for? Still haven't traded one of them Apex 300K accounts. Really hasn't been a setup for it. I would like to utilize them 300k accounts for when like I blow one or two of them 150k take profit accounts, blow two of them on the legs down or up, maybe one, and then start the 300k account, which can go up to 35 mini contracts and profit heavy on those. Up what, 1400 on the day? Not bad. 4 or 5 trades so far. I think 4. Not over trading. Pretty good. Pretty good. I was right in taking that profit, which is at least for now. So it looks like it's going to pump up. At least in the short term, I was right. Nice to see. But even if it pumped, I would have been fine. Fine with my choice in trading the pump up out of the consolidation. NQ 30 minute is looking pretty bullish. I'm liking the NQ 30 minute. Volatility has dropped. I think everyone's just confused on what to trade right now. Especially after the 1,000-point gap up in pre-market. I think everyone's just really afraid. Or, I mean, retail is probably FOMOing and long. Probably got stopped out. A bunch of traders probably FOMO'd in at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. It pumped up a little bit. They didn't take profit, and they held for open. It dropped, and they lost a lot. That's probably the reality for a lot of traders right now. That's why I like waiting for the market open. Usually like to wait for the market open, 15-minute range, then take a trade. ES and NQ and consolidation. Pretty good day so far. Pretty good day, especially after last week. Losing them accounts. Bouncing back. Pretty good. Not fully back, but pretty close. Could be a higher low. See if it can break out of this consolidation zone. See if it can break over all this. Pump out. I don't know if we have the volatility for it, to be honest. No real news after what Trump and China said. $11.20 volatility has died off, waiting for some to come back in, overextended, or waiting for an overextension. Guess I should redraw these trend lines. Fed's Kugler said, given the really tight labor market post-pandemic, many businesses are reluctant to let people go. Pauses change magnitude. We may use tools, but not the direction. I'm one of those who believe there could be some permanency from price increases related to tariffs. U.S. House Tax Committee proposes end consumer EV tax credit by end of year instead of 2032. India Army on talks with Pakistan. We agreed that both sides consider immediate measures to ensure troop reduction from borders to forward areas. Not bad, not bad. Market dipping down, broke the trend line. I'm looking for it to break the trend line, come back up, create a lower high. So drop down, create a lower high, and then send it straight down. I doubt it's going to do that with this positive news. There's too much positivity in these news announcements. The 90-day tariff pause on China, the Nvidia regulation on Friday got dropped. Bunch of trade deals being announced soon. Pretty bullish. Up 1300 so far on the day, just waiting for another trade. Waiting for this to come down since it dropped out of this trend line, come down, create a lower high, and then send it straight down. I'll be shorting this lower high if it creates a impatient. Here we go, pump up, create a lower high, and I'm going in. I'm going in with the short if it creates a lower high. If not, I'll stay patient. Volatility has definitely dropped off today. Considering it's 11:20, volatility has been dropping off around 11:30 to 12:30. Just being patient. NQ 30-minute is looking bearish. NQ 1-minute just got rejected off the VWAP. 30-minute is just turned red. Yes, is coming down. Bitcoin down 1% at 103,000. Just staying patient. Waiting for the trade, waiting for the trade. Yes, is getting stuck at these lows over here. You can break through them. Pretty bullish news though, so gotta be careful in this short. NQ testing the 21 EMA. Yes, tapping the VWAP. NQ tapping that trend line. This one. Do this one. Draw fib. Is consolidating below this 50%. Just broke out the trend line. That's pretty bullish. Yes, is above the VWAP. Still got to get out of these consolidation zones. Right now, this trend line's only been wicked through. You gotta wait for the other candle, or I'm waiting for the other candle. And then it's a true break. Came back and is retesting the EMA again. ES is rejecting the VWAP. Q rejected the trend line. Back in consolidation zone. Up 1300 so far on 4 trades. If you're learning something, if you learned a new EMA, if you're learning anything, if you're trading, if you're banking, if you're profiting, if you're learning from losses, make sure you subscribe, like the video, follow the channel, comment pushes these streams in the algorithm. Waiting for the next trade. Stuck in consolidation right now. Just wicking through this trend line. Consolidating above the 21 EMA though. I am bullish. It's gapped up right now, 600 points, and it's not dropping. Thinking about taking a long. Take a long's the move. NQ just getting stuck at this consolidation zone. We have a pivot point at the 20,860s. We have another pivot point at around 20,890. To the downside, we have a pivot point at 20,750. Then below that, around the 20,690s. Waiting. Really could be long here, waiting for this 50% fib break. In consolidation zone, volatility's dropped off. There's no volume right now. That could change at any moment with news, so just staying patient. It's pumping. Starting to pump through that consolidation. Staying patient. Profitable day, no reason to FOMO overtrade when there's no setup and then go negative. I'm leaving those. Okay, actually, reminds me I need to switch. Switching to the 4th account, so I leave those 3 alone. Just secure the profit. Waiting. Hopefully you guys are green. Hopefully you guys are banking. Or at least learning. Really liking the push in this. I'll throw a long. I'm in long with 1. If the ES rejects this VWAP, the NQ rejects that 21 EMA, probably gonna just cut it. I don't know if I want to add once it's below those levels. This is consolidation. If it drops down to the low of the consolidation, it's not a terrible idea to add. Looking for the break of the 50% fib, up $80 so far, up $50, up 5 points. ES is pumping. NQ 30 minute looks good. NQ 5 minutes above the 21 EMA, up $100. Up $100 on one NQ minis contract. Looking for the test of the 50% fib. Looking for the break of the 50% fib. Staying patient. Up 150. ES is trying to break through consolidation. NQ is now over consolidation. Let's see if it falls back into it or if it pumps up. This is a pretty good high setup trade. There was a lot of consolidation here, so there's a pretty good support. I'm gonna let this one, I'm gonna give it some room. I'm gonna put a stop. No, I shouldn't. Why is it not letting me do that?
Order submitted.
Put a stop below this 21 EMA. Up 120. ES is consolidating. Looks like it wants to pump up. Let me look for news. $37. No news. Trump tweet, maybe. What's this? No news. No news so far. Giving this trade some legs. May get stopped out. Just giving it some legs. ES is consolidating above the 100-day MA. The VWAP NQ currently is above the 21 EMA, above the consolidation zone. Looking for the 50% fib, push and break. Very low volatility, so I'm giving it time. NQ 5 minutes looking bullish, NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. Giving this trade some time to play, up $100 with one mini contract. Not liking how low volatility this is, up $100. About to get stopped out.
Order filled.
And stopped. ES just crashed a little bit. Thank you, just crashed. I'm sure we got some news. No news I see. Maybe a Trump tweet. Maybe Stopped out for negative 200. That account. They printed it like it was going to break that 50% fib, then they just dropped it. Could have kept buying and been out one or two here and some green and then holding. Rather a little more overextension. We have a pivot point at around 750. We have another one at 690 and then one below that at 560. Don't know if it's going to go down there. Looking a little bearish. Thank you 5 minutes. Thank you 30 minutes looking bearish. That quick it flips. Looking bullish, like it's going to break the 50% retracement on the fib, and then it just flips bearish. Hey Gilbert, good morning. Are you working? Are you at work or just chilling? Been a pretty good day, Gilbert. Hopefully you had a good Mother's Day. I went out to eat with the fam. It's pretty good. About to go to work. Yep. Up around, doing pretty good today, Gilbert. Last couple trading days, lost an account. Down a bunch. Today up 1100 on 3 accounts. Down 200 on 1. So up 1100 total. Pretty good. I had great Mother's Day. That's good to hear. Hopefully you got your mom something. God willing, you know. Thank you's pumping back up again. Let's see if it creates a lower high. Yes, coming into VWAP. I went to her restaurant yesterday. We pretty much did similar things, except we went out to eat to a restaurant and you went to her restaurant. You got the full privilege, full luxury. I'm sure she pulled out all stops too, you know. NQ pushing over the 21 EMA. ES still below the VWAP. If I would have kept averaging and not get stopped out here, it would have been fine. I knew the risk was low. I just didn't want to. It was still gapped up 600 points. Should have been not that mad. Still got a lot of drawdown in that account. Not mad. And got Italian soda. Oof. Man, it's been years since I've tasted a soda. I've been gallon of water a day strictly for like 8 years. I slipped up think I had a soda 3 years ago. One soda. And I don't even think I finished it. I think I just took a sip. I don't know if I ever tried Italian soda though. I have to try that. Just low volatility right now. If it drops here, it created a lower high, and that's a sign it's going to drop. At least that's an indicator for me. Higher high into a lower high. I love that setup. Love shorting that setup. Looks like it has a little left in it. Check for news. No news. Check for Trump tweets. No new Trump tweets. NQ is pumping back up. Okay, so the full news today is United States cuts tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to 30% for 90 days. Now that's excluding the tariff cuts on cars, steel, and pharmaceuticals. China did agree to stop fentanyl coming into the US. So I'm guessing Xi Jinping is going to impose the death penalty like they discussed in Trump's first term. There's no real trade to take here. I could have and should have just risked the account and kept buying. Consolidation, it broke the consolidation briefly, got a low rejected. It was fast too, which I like. I love when just 2-minute candles are quickly down. Rip 40, 80 points. Should have kept averaging in. That was the only play, but a little uncertain for some reason. I think it's the 600 point gap up, and it could, like, there's a potential for it to just keep dropping and losing the account. Didn't want to risk the account, so I just put a stop on it. Chances were good for that 50% at least retest, but they just wanted to manipulate it a little bit. Volatility just dried up right now. Same as Monday last week. Monday last week died around 11:30 also. Maybe done for today. People are really scared to trade right now. Institutionals probably just slowly buying in or selling. No, they're slowly selling. That smart money and dumb money index shows the smart money just slowly selling and the dumb money slowly buying. So they're just slowly selling right now. The dumb money is probably too scared or lost at market open. Just staying patient, staying patient. Look at this smart money, dumb money indicator, or as I like to call it, the institutional versus retail. Retail is buying heavy, institutional is selling. Institutional is already maxed out at the bottom as usual. NQ's dipping down, create a lower high. No news from Trump. Diddy trial, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing opening statements today, right? Diddy sex trafficking trial. Juror struck for admitting he doesn't want to stop smoking marijuana during the trial. Juror struck for admitting he stole a wand from Juror struck for admitting he stole a wand from Harry Potter World. That's pretty funny. It's probably super risky to keep doing this on stream, but scrolling down that. No real setup right now. There's no volatility. I mean, this 5-minute chart is looking nasty. 2-minute chart going nowhere. Could start along. Don't really like the setup for it though. I mean, it's either gonna drop and recover some of that gap. It's gapped up 600 from Friday's close. Currently was gapped up 1,000 points in pre-market. Either gonna close that gap a little bit or break out over this 50% fib. Not sure what it wants to do yet. Q trying to retest the 21 EMA again. Just no volatility, boys and girls, ladies and gents. senors and senoritas. No volatility, no trades to take. Could start adapting. I hate trading low volatility, as I've said a lot. But I mean, the move was on these low volatility, just keep buying, keep buying, keep buying, keep buying, sell, 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 sell. Keep buying, sell, sell, sell. Keep buying, keep buying, keep buying, keep buying, sell, sell, sell. The so slow moves, you have to wait a lot. I like trading these overextension moves. Like these big moves, start buying here, sell here, start buying here, sell here. Just waiting. Hopefully you guys are green also. Hopefully you're not over trading. No reason. Too much risk to be over trading right now. There's no volatility. But also, you're your own person. Hold your own conviction. Hold your trade strategy. Do your own trade strategy. Hold your conviction. I found when I would trade 60 trades in a day, 100 trades in a day, you're just over trading. There's not that many setups, and you're just FOMOing. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button, follow, subscribe. Hopefully we'll be in a trade soon. So far we've had five total trades. Up 1,300, down 2 on one account, so up 1,100 so far. NQ's dipping down. There's a pivot point at 20,690. Past that, there's a pivot point at 20,555. There's a small support level at 20,748. Staying patient. May call it soon. Volatility doesn't pick up. I mean, this NQ 5-minute is just disgusting. It's literally just, look at this NQ 5-minute. I mean, this is, it looks like it might break it to the downside. Consolidation on the 5-minute, but oof. Not want to be trading that. I do not want to be trading that. That is disgusting. ES is just slowly grinding down. The Nasdaq is up 3.2% on the day. S&P 500 is up 2.4% on the day. Nvidia is up 4.3. Tesla's up 6.6. Google's up 2.3. Amazon's up 7%. Microsoft's up 1%. Meta's up 6.2. Only stocks on my chart that are down are in Netflix, down 2.8%. MicroStrategy's down 2.1%. And GameStop's down about 1%. Bitcoin is down 1.5% on the day at 102,000. I thought Bitcoin was dropping, going to zero. What happened to Bitcoin going to zero, guys? over. Bitcoin's over. It's done. It's definitely not at 102 now. Definitely couldn't have made 50% if you bought in at 68. Twitter is so funny. I mean, Bitcoin dipped down to 78 or 68 and everyone was like, Bitcoin's over. Bitcoin's over. It's done. This chart is nasty. So nasty. I'm not trading this right now. It is going nowhere quick. I mean, the play here for me would, if I were to trade, would be slowly add in long, and it would work, at least currently. But I'd rather be out of this for now. I've traded consolidation so many times and then put a stop at the bottom, and it just is a losing trade almost every time for me. Hate trading consolidation, low volatility. Up 1100, 600 on each account, down 200 on account. Leaving those 3 accounts alone. I'll be trading a 4th account if the trade setup presents itself, or I may be wrapping if volatility or price action doesn't get out of this consolidation zone. Waiting to see if we can get some life back. If you're trading, if you're green, hit the like button, subscribe, follow. I'm live every day at 9:30 for market open. ES is dipping. No opportunity for me right now to trade. There's no setup I like. Just gotta be patient. It's either be patient, wait for another setup, or call it a day. I mean, that's really... Consolidation is brutal right now. It's kind of bullish though. Gapped up. It's currently gapped up right now at 600 points. It's consolidating. Not dropping, only dropped around 250 points from the top. The top, pre-market top was around 21,000. So around, consolidating around 250 points down from that. The 600 point gap below from the previous, from Friday's close. And it's not dropping. It's pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. Trend's definitely up. ES tapping VWAP again. May have some life. Excuse me. These improve. There's no movement. ES is moving a little bit. ES overtook the VWAP, now consolidating on it a little bit. NQ 5 minute has a little life in it at the top end of the consolidation. NQ 30 minute looks like it wants to pump. Let's see if we finally break out of this consolidation and continue trade. Haven't taken a trade since 11:45. About 20 minutes. Actually, not as long as it feels. This is the hardest part of trading. Being patient, waiting, not FOMOing, not over trading, not just saying F it and joining a trade. Being patient, waiting for the setup, looking at the indicators, looking at multiple time frames, zooming out. Taking your time, trading your setup, holding your conviction. It is looking bullish. I'm liking how NQ 30 minutes ripping up. NQ 5 minutes ripping out of the consolidation zone. ES is pumping to the 200-day SMA. Could start along. Knowing it can come all the way down to 760. Still showing some weakness. There's very little volatility right now. Killing me. I may buy on this pullback. Back in the consolidation zone. Kind of liking it though, but it's probably a fake out to some lower. Being patient, which is very hard, but must be done. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. That is the mindset you need. I'm really liking this. Man, I'm really liking this. I should take this long. Look, no news. Trump tweets. Man. That quick. It's now looking a little bearish. Yes, it's dipping back down to the VWAP, testing it. I'm liking it a lot, even though I think it's going to drop. May get in for long. There is resistance at this 50% level, which it's closing in on. Is resistance at 20,845 and at these highs. Liking the bullish case, but I'm not trading it right now. NQ 30 minutes pumping. NQ 5 minutes broken out of the consolidation. Should join this long. Definitely has bullish momentum right now. ES is being pulled back though. Not in love with it. Not in love with it. Liking it more and more though. NQ about to test the 50%. Currently up around 50 points from this low right here. Trend is definitely up, but it's hard to join right now. Very hard to join. This would be like a D level setup. Maybe a C. Don't fully trust the 50% break here, even though I really think it's going to break it because it's so. I mean, the NQ 30 minutes printing like it wants to break it. The NQ 5 minutes breaking like it, printing like it wants to break it. The ES is actually just chopping around, looking like it wants to print lower. Volatility is just so low. I don't trust it. If I were to trade anything, it'd be a long right now, but way too close to this consolidation. Way too close to this consolidation to be trading short for me personally. You about to test the 50% fib. Yes, looks like it wants to tap the 200 SMA. NQ 30-minute breaking out. Q5-minute looking strong. Definitely a bullish trend. Waiting for the correct opportunity. Up 1100, it's looking bullish. We're just waiting for the trade setup. I'll be trading the fourth account, just keeping the profit. Green and the other ones. It's just so low volatility. I don't trust that break. It's pulling back. ES full rejection off that 200 SMA. Purple line is the 200 SMA. Tapped it, full rejected, back to the VWAP. NQ 30 minutes looking very bullish. NQ 5 minutes over this consolidation. If we can stay above it, it's bullish. I mean, the trend is up today. NQ's up 3.3%. Nvidia up 5%. Tesla 7. Amazon 7. Meta 7. Only stocks down right now are Netflix 2.6%, MicroStrategy 2.1%, and GameStop slightly. Trend's definitely up. We're dealing with a gap up of around 600 points. This is Friday. This purple dash line is Friday's close at 20,136. We're sitting at 20,811, gapped up. Tapped up around 600 points. We did tap around 21,000, so we were up around 1,000 points. And it's just consolidating, holding, which is pretty bullish. This 30-minute chart looks like it wants to tap this 78.6 fib. Pretty key level. If it can tap and break it, it's just, we may be sending to all-time highs. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Just a slow grind up slowly grinded up and broke the 50% fib. Yes is tapping the 200-day SMA again. Thank you, 30 minutes breaking out. So low volatility. Low grind up. 1220. May call it a day. There may be a trade opportunity soon though. I mean, the NQ is just going nowhere today. There was like 3 or 4 true opportunities. I call it. Walk away green, not force any trades. Would normally I'd start a short close to here. Looking for that 50% retest, but news is just too bullish. I don't want to be against the trend today. Not today. Any other day, maybe. Not after Friday Nvidia regulation news and 90-day tariff pause on China. I do not want to be against those. Got bots. Got some bots in Kick Chat, eh? Botters. Botty men. Botty boys. Look at these guys. Grow your channel faster. I help just chatting streamers boost their presence with real promotions, more views, followers, subs, and even potential sponsors. Let's build your audience and reach together. Connect with me. Nope. I am not view botting, buddy. No, thank you. No, that's what every top streamer does, but nope. Not to me. Liking a short. Do not think I'm going to take it though. Really the only opportunity to trade here. Definitely not trading long after it went up 120 points. Good trade short. I think I'm gonna call it. I'd just be forcing. If I traded right now, I'd be forcing it. Low volatility. It's dropping now. Short would have worked. Short would have worked. On a slow grind up. All right. I'm calling it. Hopefully you guys are profitable today like me. I'm walking away around, we're green 1300 and 3 accounts, down 201, so walking away with like 1100. Not bad, especially we bounced back after yesterday, or last week I meant. Bounced back after last week, losing an account, losing a half of another account. Now we're back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, like, subscribe, follow. I'll be back tomorrow around 9:30 for market open. And I'll see you guys next time.